is one of the main men on the penalty-killing team for Philadelphia. More on Bobby Clarke now.
Bobby Clarke, the heart and soul of the Philadelphia Flyers' Broad Street Bullies era, is a name that evokes both admiration and controversy. His relentless drive and on-ice leadership propelled the Flyers to 2 Stanley Cup championships. But his aggressive playing style and infamous slash on Valeri Kharlamov during the 1972 Summit Series left a lasting mark on hockey history. In this video, we delve into the grit and the grime of Bobby Clarke's career, exploring the controversies and tough decisions that shaped his legacy. If you're ready to uncover the untold stories behind this hockey legend, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. In the annals of hockey history, few teams evoke as much awe and controversy as the Philadelphia Flyers of the 1970s, infamously known as the Broad Street Bullies. Led by their tenacious captain Bobby Clarke, this team embodied a brand of hockey that was as physical as it was polarizing. The Flyers' game plan was simple: intimidate and dominate. They weren't afraid to drop the gloves, throw bone-crushing checks, or engage in all-out brawls. This aggressive style of play earned them both admiration and condemnation, with fans either loving their relentless pursuit of victory or loathing their perceived disregard for sportsmanship. Clarke was the heart and soul of the Broad Street Bullies. His unwavering determination and on-ice leadership set the tone for the team. He wasn't the biggest or strongest player, but his grit and tenacity were unmatched. He led by example, never backing down from a challenge and always putting his body on the line for his teammates. The Flyers' success was undeniable. They captured back-to-back Stanley Cup championships in 1974 and 1975, their physical dominance wearing down opponents and leaving them battered and bruised. Their legacy, however, remains a subject of debate. Some view them as pioneers, a team that revolutionized the game with their aggressive style. Others condemn them as thugs, arguing that their tactics crossed the line into brutality and tarnished the image of the sport. The Broad Street Bullies era left an indelible mark on hockey history. It sparked a conversation about the role of physicality in the game and the balance between aggression and sportsmanship. It also raised questions about the long-term consequences of such a physically demanding and confrontational style of play. The 1972 Summit Series, a historic clash between Canada and the Soviet Union, was a battle for hockey supremacy that captivated the world. It was a series filled with passion, intensity, and moments that would be etched in hockey lore forever. However, one particular incident overshadowed the sporting spectacle and continues to spark debate to this day: Bobby Clarke's infamous slash on Valeri Kharlamov. In Game 6 of the series, with Canada trailing and facing elimination, Clarke delivered a deliberate two-handed slash to Kharlamov's ankle, fracturing it and effectively ending the Soviet star's participation in the series. The act was met with immediate outrage from the Soviet team and fans, who saw it as a blatant act of dirty play. The slash became a turning point in the series. Kharlamov, arguably the Soviets' most talented player, was sidelined, and Canada went on to win the next 3 games, securing a dramatic victory. The incident fueled accusations of unsportsmanlike conduct and cast a shadow over Canada's triumph. Clarke's defense of the slash was unapologetic. He claimed it was a strategic move, aimed at neutralizing Kharlamov's threat and giving Canada a fighting chance. He maintained that it was a calculated risk, one he was willing to take for the sake of his team and his country. The incident sparked a fierce debate about the ethics of such tactics. Some defended Clarke, arguing that hockey was a physical sport and that his actions, while brutal, were within the boundaries of acceptable play. Others condemned him, accusing him of deliberately injuring an opponent and tarnishing the spirit of the game. The slash on Kharlamov remains one of the most controversial moments in hockey history. It continues to evoke strong emotions and spark debate about the role of aggression and violence in the sport. For some, it's a symbol of Clarke's unwavering determination and willingness to do whatever it took to win. For others, it's a stain on his legacy, a reminder of the dark side of hockey's competitive nature. The incident also had a lasting impact on the relationship between Canada and the Soviet Union. It fueled animosity and distrust, casting a shadow over future hockey encounters between the two nations. It became a symbol of the Cold War tensions that permeated the sporting world during that era. Regardless of one's perspective, the slash on Kharlamov remains a pivotal moment in hockey history. It serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of unchecked aggression and the fine line between competitive spirit and unsportsmanlike conduct. It also highlights the complexities of international sports and the political undercurrents that can often overshadow the game itself. Bobby Clarke's playing style was a reflection of his era, a time when hockey was known for its physicality and grit. He was a master of the dark arts, employing a variety of controversial tactics to gain an edge over his opponents. From subtle stick work to well-timed elbows and slashes, Clarke pushed the boundaries of the rules, often blurring the lines between legal and illegal play. His on-ice battles were legendary, filled with intensity and a fierce determination to win at all costs. He relished the physical confrontations, using his body as a weapon to disrupt opponents and create scoring chances for his team. His willingness to engage in scrums and drop the gloves when necessary further cemented his reputation as a fearless competitor. Clarke's most notorious tactic was his use of the face wash. He would skate up to an opponent and rub his gloves across their face, a move designed to irritate and distract. While not technically illegal, it was widely considered a dirty tactic, one that often led to retaliation and on-ice altercations. His battles with other star players of his era, such as Daryl Sittler and Guy Lafleur, were epic clashes of skill and will. These matchups often transcended the game itself, becoming personal duels that captivated fans and fueled intense rivalries. Clarke's relentless pursuit of victory, even if it meant bending the rules or engaging in physical confrontations, made him a polarizing figure, but it also earned him the respect of his teammates and opponents. His playing style, while controversial, was also a reflection of the era in which he played. The 1970s were a time when hockey was known for its rough and tumble nature. Fighting was commonplace, and players were expected to stand up for themselves and their teammates. Clarke, with his fearless approach and willingness to engage in physical battles, thrived in this environment. However, the game has evolved significantly since Clarke's era. The rules have been tightened, and fighting has become less prevalent. Today's players are more skilled and athletic, relying less on intimidation and physicality to gain an advantage. Clarke's tactics, while effective in his time, would likely be met with harsher penalties and greater scrutiny in today's game. The debate over Clarke's playing style and the Broad Street Bullies era continues to this day. Some argue that their aggressive approach helped to popularize the sport and create a sense of excitement and drama. Others contend that it glorified violence and tarnished the image of hockey. Regardless of one's perspective, Clarke's legacy as a fierce competitor and a master of the dark arts is undeniable. Post-playing career and reflections. After hanging up his skates, Bobby Clarke transitioned into a successful career as a general manager and executive for the Philadelphia Flyers. His leadership and hockey acumen translated well into the front office, where he continued to make an impact on the sport. However, his outspoken nature and candid opinions often stirred controversy, particularly his criticism of modern players and the evolving style of play. In interviews and public appearances, Clarke has reflected on his career, defending his aggressive tactics while also acknowledging the changes in the game. His insights offer a unique perspective on the evolution of hockey and the enduring legacy of the Broad Street Bullies. Conclusion: Bobby Clarke's legacy is a complex tapestry woven with threads of triumph, controversy, and unwavering passion. He was a fierce competitor who pushed the boundaries of the game, leaving an indelible mark on hockey history. While his aggressive style and controversial actions may be viewed differently today, his unwavering dedication to his team and his love for the sport cannot be denied. Clarke's story serves as a reminder of the evolving nature of hockey and the ongoing debate about the role of physicality in the game. What are your thoughts on Bobby Clarke's legacy? Was he a hero or a villain? Do you think his aggressive style of play would be tolerated in today's NHL? Share your opinions in the comments below.